a popular university has issued an apology for sending Asian students death threats.
Oh, shit.
Who said?
The university did?
Harvard sent death threats to the Chinese Student Association.
That's fucking really
We
funny.
just start off and say they didn't mean it.
Yeah. It was a
College
mistake.
did it, or the other students on campus did
The university.
I hope.
How the fuck did the college do it?
I will fucking kill you.
Don't even give us more news yet. Let's just keep on bantering how bullshit this
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Is it a school with a lot of Asians like UCI, or is it like University of Kentucky?
I think it's like Harvard.
Harvard?
I
An
think it's
Ivy
like,
League
yeah.
school.
Is it like a pretty high rate?
Let's ask 21
I
questions.
had never heard of it.
Oh, that's not California.
When I hear of it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Is the location in a place where you would think this would go down?
Absolutely not.
Really? Canada?
So it's in a progressive.
Oh, it's Canada.
University of Toronto.
Whoa.
That's a big school.
Because you know Canada's so
Oh,
nice.
Toronto, death threats to Asians. I get it.
Really? Yeah, exactly.
Toronto, there's a lot of Asians.
So they had intended, okay, and that's important,
The intended.
to celebrate the Lunar New Year by distributing free red packets or Hong Bao to its students and residents.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
So what do they do instead?
Just for the people watching who are maybe not Asian, a couple of you,
You could fuck that up.
they're typically envelopes filled with money that are given out for celebrations such as birthdays and weddings. Inside the packets given to students, however, were pieces of paper called hell money. Hell money
Death notes?
is a fake currency meant for the dead.
Yeah.
Oh,
I used to love those because I felt like I was super rich.
You mean the gold ones that you burn at funerals?
Yeah, and there's like an emperor on there.
Yeah. This is what they look like.
Oh, got it.
Okay.
So what happened? They put it in there and gave it to all the...
Yeah, they passed it out as like a cultural enrichment. Like, yay.
Yeah, cool. We're all in it together.
Who was the person with this bright idea? Like, they have so many Chinese people, they couldn't get a Chinese consultant for this shit?
Yeah, you guys gotta get Chinese consultants, yo.
Yeah, so let me just read this tweet.
Get Anthony
first.
Lee. He knows all, bro.
Go to hell, motherfucker, bitch.
Where's our the thing I gave
Let
you?
me show you guys.
Bless you.
Okay, so the statement reads, yesterday, in celebrating the Year of the Tiger, grad house staff placed red envelopes for students and residents to take in the common area. However, in the red envelopes, there are a few hell money for the deceased, which are pieces
Kinjas.
of money burnt for the dead, usually used during the Chinese festival. Please
Lunar
take half,
area.
and they show the hell
And it's
money.
polite to give crisp money, which Anthony has given to me.
It's real money.
$2, man.
$2, $2.
Not hell money. No death threats here. Where you at, Toronto? Hire me.
So they're saying, I believe I do not need to further explain why receiving a red envelope with hell money is upsetting, if not traumatizing for Asian students who are celebrating the new year. Yes,
Traumatizing though.
it's traumatic, Joe.
Come on, dude. If you open up one, you're like,
You faint.
There is a whole generation of bitches these days.
You don't think this is like helpful from like a their heart's in a good place, right?
It doesn't matter.
The heart's a good place.
I think this is cool.
That's why you got judged by intent.
I thought they said something really fucked up. Like, I thought they were just like, get your chink ass back to China or something like, or we'll kill ya. Yeah.
You would think that's what it is.
And then they're like, my bad.
And they're like, oh, we just intended to help you get home.
I thought they sent like stuffed coronaviruses to all the fucking Chinese students or something.
See, that's creative.
Yeah, because imagine if you got an envelope and then you pulled out a fucking card and had a bat on it and it said, see you later, alligator, or some shit like,
See you later, alligator.
As usual, though, Bart comes up with something not even a racist writer's room could come up with.
What are you talking about? Maybe because I am racist.
What do you think of that shit? That's the...
it makes it much better because Bart is actually Chinese.
There you go. So yeah, the
That's a large scale oopsie for the school, but
It is pretty funny though.
at least they didn't mean it.
How can you fuck up that bad? Though?
Or did they?
They're an educational system. Like there's levels to that. You know what I mean?
Can we see who the? I just want to see who was responsible.
What do you think he looks like? How do you think
This
he
was like a master lube or something like that. I'd be like, okay, but this.
Turn your chair 360, come back as that guy.
All right,
there you go.
I'll surprise you.
Please do.
I'm a white grandma.
I didn't think you were gonna identify yourself that way.
Okay, that's how they talk.
I don't know the Toronto accent.
It's like how a Pokemon says its own name.
So the best part of this is that some people are saying, "Oh, come on, it was completely intentional. There's no way they didn't see it on the bills before they put them inside the envelopes, and they should never have been
Completely
distributed to begin
intentional?
with." I hope they find those responsible.
I don't like that, dude. Like, how can you assume like intent?
Well, that's what this person said.
Oh, come on! You know they were trying to fuck with me.
You know they were. You know they were.
Like, you don't know. Give people a chance to explain their shit.
I mean, it's not the first thing that people get wrong, like Asian culture-wise. That shit happens every fucking day on the news.
All I will say is this makes it much easier for people to be like, yeah, I really want to get involved in this. Because they're like, oh shit, I'm gonna step into a fucking minefield.
I can understand how the university might make a mistake with the intention to put like money in there, but obviously they're like, we're not trying to give actual money to people, so we want to give this almost like that, the symbolism, right? The intention of it. So like, oh well, this is currency that's not the same as real currency of Chinese culture.
They couldn't get movie money.
Probably went to a Chinese supermarket or something.
If someone could prove that there was some intent behind it, then I'd be like, okay. But just to assume that they're gonna go through that elaborate thing.
It's like the guy who's in charge of it. It's like you check his Facebook group. He's got some fucking neo-Nazi stuff and.
If only it was that easy, I wish. Well, here's the thing. As usual, I'll be the only person who's offended because I am white, so I'm offended. You guys,
Thanks for that.
Okay, yeah.
You guys go ahead and be assholes. I'm offended though.
Don't be our savior, dude. How dare you?
He's not our savior. He's actually our critic.
Thank you.
I could use some save us, man.
Steve is our white shield.
So, like, what would be more racist?
If there was
Like broken toys or some shit.
If the guy leaving it at the door runs away like,
Yeah, like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty much it. Or they specifically meant actual death threats, but then they gave it to even the wrong race.
I mean, it's like, to me, it's like the equivalent. You know, you're not supposed to have your chopsticks in the food.
Yeah.
It's like
So few people know that. So few people know that.
exactly.
Everyone knows that that's wrong.
Did they give this to all the students or just exclusively the Asians?
Yeah, because Asian.
or like the Chinese Student Association. That's what confuses me.
Yeah, like then how is
Yeah.
it not in charge? Or like, how are agents not
that
behind
is
doing
so
it?
fucking funny.
It doesn't say.
But the school also apologized too, so I think that shows that they're like, oh shit, my bad. That's not what we're trying to do.
Like, is this worthy of a story? You know?
Yeah.
In this day and age, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because we gotta
you know
spread
what
how
it is?
fucking bitch ass people are these days.
It's like a Michael Scott moment.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
You're
That's
right,
exactly
you're right,
it.
Cause like I feel like
It's a little tone deaf, but he means well.
AKA if the University of Toronto was the office, it would be okay. Right. But it's the University of Toronto.
But obviously, you know, the university was like, hey, let's tell all these Asian kids to go to hell.
Do it! What's not racist enough to get everybody mad?
Use their culture as the vehicle to send that message.
I just had a sip. I just sipped a sugar-free Red Bull. I'm ready to do some shit.
you know I'm feeling very microaggressive today. Let me fucking throw some shit in their face. You know.
How can we progress white supremacy this morning?
How can we progress it?
How do we subtly tell them to go back to Asia? I don't know.
Yeah, so a lot of people in the comments, as usual, YouTube comments are this is ComicSans.com comments. Very classic. Of course, this is all very intentional. You know.
Oh, they're so hurt. They're gonna cry now.
It's very
Everyone's
intentional. How the
hurt.
fuck did they get to
Very
that?
intentional.
People are getting blown up, dude.
It's making sense. No evidence, nothing. Just of course it's intentional.
How many times have you guys had an example though, like just growing up, of like people trying to make a connection, but they have no fucking clue about anything Asian?
Almost exclusively.
Right. So then you can see, like, can't you see it from a mile away where they're like, every conversation, they'll just try to relate it to Chinese food or something. Yeah. And that's, to me, that's like bridge building. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's trying. They're trying.
they're trying, right? They're not sitting there and like, they're just, fuck, I don't know what to do. You know what? I love orange chicken. Maybe I could talk about orange chicken.
Yeah.
You know, like, you're not dealing with a scholar who understands the world.
Exactly.
You're dealing with a fucking moron
the
that hasn't
University
seen-
of Toronto. If anything, scholar does make sense right now.
I'm not even talking about Toronto. I'm talking about in life where you've run into these examples, right? Of like people that are just trying to connect with you.
I used to get really mad about that, like when I was younger, but then I realized it's just them trying to, like you said, trying to build a connection. Did they fumble it a little bit? Yeah. But, you know, I think their heart's in a good place.
And I think you fuck it up by going, actually, you racist son of a bitch.
Now they're racist.
Yeah, for real.
And relating it back to the University of Toronto, I don't think the dean's handling it. I don't think the chancellor or anybody. I think they probably just have some sort of like student organization probably handling it. And of course, you're not having a scholarly dude doing it.
I think there's a dumbass Michael Scott that's in charge of doing some like
President of the
stupid event. Yeah, shit.
Well, you guys
It's a
will be
white
happy
guy
to
as the president of the Chinese culture club there.
know- You guys will be happy to know in closing that the university was able to fix this because they actually showed that they have a couple of Asian friends.
See?
Yeah.
I took pictures with 2 Asian guys.
They tweeted that they have some Asian friends, and so everyone's like, "Oh, okay, that's."
They gave him the green light.
Because on the flip side, if you had a Chinese guy, right, straight from China, that was the dean, and he's trying to like show Italian kids some love, he might send everyone a pizza or something. And I don't know, that might be viewed as racist somehow.
Yeah, it probably would.
Especially if it was little Caesars.
Sizers.
But if he's trying, I mean, hey,
But hey, man, try, you know.
for like
And
free.
like the Italians say, pizza, pizza.